matchup, it almost has a throwback feel to the era when running backs dominated. Today, one of the best running back matchups you're going to see all season long. Two stars colliding here. Welcome, folks, to the classic Cotton Bowl right in the heart of Dallas, Texas. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on another SEC team, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get right to the action. Sooners will kick it away to start us off. Fields it just outside the goal line. And the coverage team gets him down. Not much gained on that return. The Texas Longhorns offense has the football first here today. Well, Kirk, we were here at the State Fairgrounds last time these teams met. Oklahoma actually jumped on top. After that, a complete burnt orange beatdown. They won it by 31.
Yeah, if I remember right, you're right. It was competitive early, and then Texas 21 points in the second quarter alone. Oklahoma had a very difficult time responding from that Saturday. Let's see if this year it can be a little bit different. Can the Sooners get their offense going against this very athletic Texas defense?
Well, everybody talks about sacks, and they're very important. But sometimes just the rush, the pressure, affecting the quarterback is just as effective. He didn't have a clean throwing lane, and they forced the incompletion.
And there's the handoff. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Short pass finds the tight end.
On third downs like this, you can only allow completions in front of you as long as you can protect the sticks. That's what the defense did here. They knew where the sticks were, and they were able to make the tackle short of the line.
The Longhorns will have to punt this one away. Looking to flip the field here. He's going to try to return the punt. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain in return. So Oklahoma's offense gets their first crack now. And Kirk, this is what we've been looking forward to, a matchup of two quarterbacks who are elite, very competitive, matched up against each other today. One of the better matchups we'll see all season.
Yeah, a game that we really pointed to all summer. Looking forward to this matchup. Knew these two quarterbacks would go head-to-head. Very important that they don't get caught up in the individual matchup. They just go out and work against these defenses that they're facing and try to put up as many points as they can.
Hoping for another chapter in this tremendous rivalry, Kirk. They've been playing since 1900.
Yeah, that's really what makes college football what it is. And I think all the concern with the realignment was we would potentially lose games like this. It's great to see Texas and OU still be playing for many years to come.
Sophomore with a strong tackle there.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
To throw, it's Mateer. Grab down the middle, it's Ott. That's enough for a first down. This offense set up in scoring position at the 40.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
The Sooners begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback, and he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Plenty space at the 20. They finally bring him down, but the offense set up now. First down from the 15.
A good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
The Sooners pick up enough yardage to get a first down. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Burks. Brought down at the 7. The completion moves him closer to the goal line.
Some really tight windows to throw into for this quarterback with the defense sitting back in zone. But he finds the curl route, and he shows you his arm strength by getting it in there.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. They bring him down after a gain. Looks like they'll spot it inches short of a first down. Third down. Defense needs a stop here. Try to force a field goal attempt. Try to convert with a sweep. Tackle is made at the 4. It'll be first down and goal.
Good call here by the offensive coordinator to go with quarterback sneak here on 3rd and inches, and he's going to get the first down. It's a great time to catch the defense off guard. Get up to the line of scrimmage quickly, get the lineman down, quarterback under the center, quick snap, and get the yardage you need for the first down.
And the Sooners hoping to punch it in here. They have first and goal. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Grab behind the line, it's Spot. And he will be stuffed for no gain. Backed up to the 5-yard line now for second and goal. The running back here in a direct snap. That solid pursuit, they'll trap him out there behind the line of scrimmage.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
After a long drive, it's a third down. Is it a touchdown or a field goal? This is a 4-point play. Out of the gun now on third down. Defense is coming after him. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Well, I love this defense and how they're playing some man coverage. And let's face it, when you do that, it's a bit risky. You can leave your defensive backs out there on islands, but the good combination of good coverage with a good pressure on the quarterback, and you come up with sacks like this.
So on fourth down now, out comes the field goal unit. Knocks that one right down the middle. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. They'll return it from inside the 5. He stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now to begin at the 19. And the tight end goes in motion before the snap. And he finds his tight end for the catch. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Nice play action call here by this offensive coordinator. You know, you can freeze those linebackers just for a split second. Usually that's going to give you enough room to be able to get that tight end behind them. And if the quarterback can make a nice tight throw like this, pick up some big yards.
Game moves the ball to the 43. First down coming up. Grab down the middle. It's Moore. He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41.
Chris, what a play here by this receiver for a big gain for Texas. And you think back over the years with Texas going back decades, I always think about running backs and, of course, quarterbacks. But there have been some receivers, Roy Williams and Devin Duvernay, guys like that. There have been others. But, man, plays like this is what you love to see and kind of creating that new legacy for Texas of having elite receivers.
Tackle made, but the gain moves the ball to the 30.
Well, the quarterback has just too much time against this zone. There's not enough pressure. It's allowing him to sit back and pick apart this zone defense.
As we hit the quarter break, it's Oklahoma on top. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time. Gain makes it second and medium. Looks right for a quick completion. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
So now it's third and short from the 23. Potential four-down territory. Let's see what the third down call is. They'll try to run for the first down. They make the stop, but that moves the football to the 16. It'll be first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Quarterback will throw it off the one pass option. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball inside the 10-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
Well, defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Motion now from the tight end. It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a first and goal.
Good job of reading the blitz here by the quarterback. It doesn't matter where it's coming from. The tight end knows that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an outlet. Anytime you see that kind of pressure, those extra bodies are starting to come after the quarterback. Quarterback's going to turn and get the ball out of his hands quickly, this time to the top.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texas.
Boy, Chris, how about the blocking on this touchdown run? The effort and execution combined with the vision of the running back, everything just working in concert together.
Kicking team out for the PAT try. Kick goes through, so it's 7-3. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. Last time out, they moved the ball well, but had to settle for a chip shot field goal. To throw, it's Mateer. Snags the quick throw. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
completion makes it 2nd and short. Takes the handoff. It's Potts. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. Short connection to the tight end here. Tackle made after a solid gain. Will spot the ball at the 31.
Well, the defense loads up to show blitz, and anytime they bring that kind of pressure, the quarterback knows he's got to be able to get the ball out of his hands quickly. Nice job of locating the tight end for that first down.
The Sooners starting a new series here on 1st and 10. There's the handoff. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up. What's cool about the battle for the golden hat is that it's a wearable trophy. You see the winning side, they went, grab that hat, Kirk, and they take a picture that lasts a lifetime.
And Chris, think about it over the years, all the different folks that have been able to have a chance to put that hat on. Charlie Strong, of course, when Texas had a big win. Baker Mayfield, Vince Young, and it goes back and forth. And you're right, today, whoever wins this game, they're going to be quick to get that hat on.
Gets into space at the 50. He made the tackle, but that's a great pickup on the ground.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
Grab behind the line. It's Gibson. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I love the call here with the wide receiver screen, but where's he going to go? The blockers do not do their job and open up any running lanes at all.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Back to pass. It's Mateer. Nice grab. It's Burks. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down. It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Let's see if the offense can take the lead before the break. So it's 3rd and short from the opponent's 28. Let's see what the play call is here. They're already in field goal range, but thinking about the end zone. And the defense smothers him for no gain. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Coach elects to try for 3 points and sends out the field goal unit. And that kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
After the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Here's a quick throw off the play fake. Who's going to lose yardage here? The defense pursues and forces him out of bounds. They're behind the sticks on 2nd and long here from the 12. And he drops back in the gun. Quick throw to his receiver. Falls incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Quarterbacks all over the country try to manipulate the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, I think he just telegraphed it to the receiver that he was going to throw to, staring him down, which allowed the excellent coverage to be able to knock that ball away.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. The receiver makes the catch. The completion gains about 6 yards, and now it's a 4th down call. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Longhorns will line up to kick it away. On he comes for his second punt of the game. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. To the air, it's Mateer. Physical defending, that one falls incomplete, brings up second down. Call him in the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 39. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Oh, they can't bring him down. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Bringing pressure. Swarmed by the pass rush. A sack. Defense calls their 3rd and final timeout of the half now.
That's the 3rd sack now, and we're not even to halftime. The offense is losing. They're getting whipped up front at the line of scrimmage. The offensive coordinator better make some adjustments, or this thing could snowball.
They'll kick it away here. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Looking for the wideout. Catch is made down the middle. Tackle made after a huge gain all the way to the 40.
Great job by the quarterback with an accurate throw against man coverage for a 1st down. Overall, by the entire group, good execution by this offense.
Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a 1st down. Wants to throw it. Lets it go quickly. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. They make the stop at the 26, but it's a 1st down. This offense in good scoring position now.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. The coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
Makes a quick catch. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Scanning the field, it's Manning. And the pass is incomplete.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
After the incompletion, they'll face a 3rd and 6. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Looking to the end zone. He had all day back there before throwing his strike. Touchdown, Longhorns.
I'll tell you what, in this 1st half, this quarterback seems to be making all the right reads and showing the accuracy that he's shown all year long. Outstanding pass, great conversion, and put 6 more on the board.
Now they line up to kick the extra point. With the PAT, they stretch the lead to 14-6. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And he takes this from inside the 5. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. So here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? Handoff here from the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
The Longhorns will kick it off to begin the second half. Return starts from inside the 5. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. And the Sooners offense is back on the field. Hoping to click here at the beginning of the third quarter, trying to make up this deficit. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And the runner brought down after just a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
So ball at the 30. This is a manageable third down play for the offense. Back to pass. It's Mateer. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
The Sooners will bring their punt team on the field now. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. Trying to return the punt for some extra yardage. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And the Longhorns offense takes the field. He'll hand it off. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a 2nd down and 7.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And he'll set up to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. The pass is intercepted. They get him down after a short return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 43.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
And the Oklahoma offense is back on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? And the quarterback keeps it here. The defense all over. They stop him right at the line.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
Back to throw. It's Mateer. It's caught in the crossing pattern. They make the stop, but he's in enemy territory now. First down to the 45.
That's an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding that window between the zones and delivering the ball on time.
Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. First down. We're going to throw the football. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Second down, looking to throw it. Caught in the backfield. It's Potts. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Crucial third down play after that completion. They try to sneak it for the first.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
And the Sooners pick up enough yards to move the sticks. Here comes a first down pass attempt. It's a wide receiver screen. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
That completion makes it second and medium. Hand off to the right side. Breaks free. Brought down after a solid run by the senior.
Well, anytime I'm evaluating running backs, it's not just about speed and size and what he brings to the team. It's also about his toughness, yards after the contact. What kind of balance does he have? How about that run right there? You can bet his teammates and his coaches are very proud of that effort. What a heck of a run there for a nice game.
Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. Brought down at the 5 after the catch. The offense really threatening now.
Great execution on the RPO. The quarterback does a nice job as he's putting the ball into the belly of the back, making sure to read his key. This defense was determined. They came up to stop the run. Quarterback saw it, pulled it out, hit the quick slant right behind it for some great yards.
As a design quarterback keeper, they'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. Scanning the field, it's Mateer. Caught near the goal line. He will score. Touchdown, Sooners. The offense still out there. They'll set up to go for 2 here, trying to tie the game. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. And he makes the grab in the end zone. The conversion works. The game is now tied. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Gets some space around the 30. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there.
All right, Chris, let's face it. Most of the offensive linemen today, they're big. You know, they weigh over 300 pounds. But that doesn't mean they don't have to have agility. And the way they can get out there in front of the runner, create space, sometimes it looks like they're going in one direction,
and a runner uses his eyes to take him in another direction because he's been blocked so well. Love those misdirection or counter plays, and this one worked out really well for a nice piece of yards and a first down.
Running play goes backwards. Now the offense is set up at 2nd and 13. Quick pass, the catch is made. Defense stops him short of the first down marker, and that'll do it for the third quarter of play. We get to the end of 3. It's been a tremendous competitive battle, Kirk, as we check out some of the stats so far. And let's see how this one unfolds in the final quarter, set to get underway. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. Dropping back, it's Manning. Looking deep to the right side. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain. Well, they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
A play action, looking to throw. They pressure him and get him. A loss back to the 7-yard line.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not bite at all on the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Now on 3rd and very long, looking to throw. That's a safety for the defense.
I mean, how about this? Late in the game, you need a stop, and not only does your defense do the job, but they also give you the lead as well. Now just to figure out what to do after you get the ball on the free kick. You got some time left. It's time to be very cautious and smart with the football.
So following the safety, it's a free kick. They'll boot it away from the 20. Breaks an open space. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They had to punt the ball last time. Now they're looking to add points, build on this lead. 0 running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage.
Chris, overall, it's been a tough day for this offense, but especially for this running back, just not able to find any kind of traction at all. And it's made this offense somewhat one-dimensional, and a large reason they're trailing in the 4th quarter.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. 2nd down and 11. To throw, it's Manning. And with nobody open, he chooses to just throw it away. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Fires it to the wideout. He's got it in the open. Stop right near midfield. It'll be a first down. And that'll put him over 150 yards today, Kirk. He is putting on a show on this big stage.
How great is this? On this stage, as you mentioned, Chris, just playing his best game. He's been in sync with his receivers. Back there, has time to throw. Just having a dream performance.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
Running play goes backwards. Now the offense is set up at 2nd and 13. Quick throw by the quarterback off the RPO. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over him that time.
Man, the defense was all over that play. Just left him almost no room to work after catching the ball.
Challenging spot for the offense. It's 3rd down and long from the 45. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And the pass is complete to the tight end. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. The Longhorns will line up to punt it away. And it's a solid punt headed toward the sideline. That punt heading out of bounds, so there'll be no return here. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. Looking to throw. It's Mateer. Oh, and it's incomplete. It was right in his hands, and he dropped it.
Now here's an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't quite have the concentration or the focus necessary. Ends up dropping it before he could bring it in.
The incompletion makes it 2nd and 10 from the 24. Handoff from the shotgun. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss of a play.
And this defense has had a great game today. Here we are in the 4th quarter. They've done a nice job of taking the run game completely away, making it a lot easier to zero in on that quarterback in the pass game.
Important play right here. Close game, 4th quarter, 3rd and long. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the 1st down. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
What a hit there on 3rd down. The timing was perfect, and now we got a big 4th down play.
The Sooners will bring their punt team onto the field. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Longhorns offense takes the field. They're looking to build on the lead. They had to punt the football in their last possession. Grinding away with their running game. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. 2nd down and 11. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Fires it to the wideout. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Looking to pass. It's Manning. Quick throw to his receiver. Pass is caught on a comeback route. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, I love the call here by the offensive coordinator. Has the lead in the 4th quarter. It's 3rd down. Instead of running, you throw it. Take a chance of a potential incompletion, but instead you trust your quarterback. Completion, 1st down, fresh set of downs, and you continue to work that clock.
The 1st down and still motoring. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
And they'll go right back to him on 1st down. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Longhorns have 1st and 10 here. They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Tried to bounce it, but couldn't get the quarter. They'll stop him for a loss.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
Coming to the line on 2nd down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. They're going to run it here. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
You know, they try to run the football here, and they're unable to get that 1st down. The clock does keep moving. The big question now is 3rd down. What do you do? Keep it on the ground again, or roll the dice, throw the football, knowing an incompletion, the clock will stop.
8th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw. It's Manning. Launching one to the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Texas! Now the try here for the extra point. PAT is good, so the lead is 9. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Finds his man. It's Sategna. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
At this point in the game, Chris, these guys have got to get the ball thrown downfield. You're down by a couple possessions. The clock is becoming your enemy. You need vertical shots downfield. These short gains are not going to help you.
2nd down after that completion. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Caught over the middle. It's Burks. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
How about the offense here dialing up a good zone beater? Let's give credit to the coordinator for calling the right play at the right time and the receiver finding the hole in that zone.
Offense comes out needing a score in this one-possession game. Looking to pass. It's Mateer. Sideline throw caught, but not enough for a 1st down.
Chris, it's so much fun to watch the athleticism at the wide receiver position nowadays. The ability to make plays on the outside is extraordinary, and they bring a certain toughness, too, that catches my eye.
2nd down after that previous play. The pre-snap motion from the offense. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Grab down the middle. It's Gibson. He's brought down, but not before crossing midfield of the 42.
Boy, a nice drag route here, and I thought the patience by the quarterback was the key. Puts it in front of his receiver, gives him a chance to make the catch, and picks up a little bonus. Nice yards after the catch.
1st down here for this offense. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Grab made by the tight end. They bring him down, but this offense now in scoring position. 1st down from the 30.
Well, as a quarterback, you're always trying to obviously find that open window to be able to throw the football into. That time, that wide open was right in the middle of the field. Makes it so easy on the quarterback to make that throw and pick up good yards.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking for the wide out. Wide open downfield. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first half. Well, this is a football team that came in here with plenty of fuel. Obviously, the atmosphere charged up. They were inspired by that. Not expected to win. Maybe felt a little bit disrespected, and all of that showed.
Well, anytime you're a ranked team and you go on the road against an unranked team, that's always a challenge. We see it every week in college football, and this is a huge win, as you mentioned, Chris, for the unranked team. It's going to be a long week for the losers. They're going to have to regroup and find out if they can come back the next week and see if they can win a game. But the party will be going for a long time tonight.
And that is going to do it. We enjoyed being here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.